Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the 5150 Overdrive Pedal by MXR. This is more of a first impression video, give you a couple sounds, give you a little bit of opinion about it, and see if that helps you with understanding what's out there right now. A couple things to talk about very quickly is it has a boost switch, and a lot of people have already made comments that they thought it was a little disappointing that wasn't foot switchable. Now, I agree, but however, I don't think the intent was to go for a lead boost on this. Now, I didn't read the manual, so maybe in the manual it says different than this. I'm just giving you my first impression of the pedal, which is that the boost feature, to me, was more of a, if I plug my Strat into this and the pickups aren't as hot as maybe this Custom 24, I could hit the boost and get back to where I was before with the gain settings. Okay, so that's how I perceive the boost feature in this. It's a use it if need it, don't use it if don't need it kind of a feature, not in addition to the already existing features of the pedal. Okay, now let's talk about the noise gate. The noise gate is built into the pedal, and of course you can turn it off and get that noise you love. Or you can turn it on and noise gate out the sound. Or you can max the noise gate, and as you can see, when the noise gate is on, the knob lights up yellow, so to tell you the noise gate is on. So if you want to do more of a gent kind of percussive sound where you need to stop it, it'll choke that down. And again, if you want to run it the way I was running it, it really won't affect it until you've actually stopped the music. See? Just a little bit of a second of hesitation there to give you some time to play. Okay, now, the next question you're probably going to have is, does it sound like the actual 5150s? Absolutely. I've owned the 5150 by Peavey, I've owned the 100-watt 5150 by Fender, the 50-watt by Fender, and of course now currently own the LBX by Fender, and it vibes and sounds pretty much like all those amps. Does it sound exactly like them? No, because you can still tell it's a pedal and not a tube getting you that sound. However, I'm running through my dual Rectiverb 25 by Mesa Boogie, and that is adding some tube texture back into the sound. Definitely vibes correctly. If you were in the market for one of those amps and were wondering if this would satisfy the belly, so to speak, of getting that, absolutely, without a doubt. So, look at that option. The next question is, does it have that brown sound that they're saying it has? Well, I don't know about that. I A/B'd it against the Wampler Plexi Drive Deluxe and my Carl Martin Plexi Drive. You know, some more Marshall-y sounding pedals to see, does it really get you that Marshall kind of sound? It does, in the idea that it has the thing that Marshall always has in their sound, which is a little bit of fizz at the end of the note and some percussiveness. In other words, definitely. Especially if you drive the pedal harder, push that output, turn that gain down, and get it really driving into that amp, and you get that kind of lots of force, lots of power, and of course then that noise gate making it dead quiet, which is nice. So it's got a lot of tones. It's very versatile. Like a lot of the Eddie Van Halen products, it's a very versatile product for everyone who's either trying to get the Eddie Van Halen sound or just trying to get a good sound that isn't Eddie Van Halen. I really do enjoy it. I was a little shocked when I first heard about it. I actually leaked to me before it was leaked out to most people, and I was shocked because it was $200, and I thought, for MXR, that's a pretty pricey pedal. They're really not known for doing a $200 overdrive pedal. However, after playing it, it definitely vibes like a $200 boutique overdrive pedal. The sounds are really articulate and nice, has lots of gain on tap, and this is, again, a first impression of this pedal, but I really generally don't enjoy a lot of the metal style pedals that are out there. They always seem a little fizzy and not true to the sound. In fact, I like a lot of the blues type and rock type pedals. Those always seem to get me a sound that I can tolerate with my amps. But this pedal is probably my hands down favorite metal pedal ever. And I have no question in my head when I'm saying that. This is definitely the best one out there. in my ears. So if that gives you, there's an endorsement from me right there. But I want to show you my last and favorite thing about the pedal. So if you take the gain and push the boost and go crazy with it, this is what I'm really impressed with. It is going to be, from now on, especially with the noise gate turned up a little bit, my go-to absolute late night practice pedal. It sounds so good. This just sounds so good practicing. It feels like an amp just cranked and rocking and just great late night practice. And as you heard earlier, it definitely has no problems cranking up and getting you everything in between. So definitely a versatile pedal. So if you're on the fence, I would definitely say check one out. The only things I can tell you is this: if you don't like the EVH series of amplifiers, I can't imagine this pedal is going to impress you much more than those. However, if you kind of like those amps, I think this might be the right fix for you, because some of the things that you may not like about the amps, like the fizziness or the oversaturation point of those amps, which I like, but some people don't, this pedal doesn't seem to contain as much, which is nice. Maybe that's the MOSFETs in it. Maybe they don't saturate the same way. I'm not sure what the technology is that's stopping it from sounding exactly like that. So, like I said, things to think about and try. Definitely a cool pedal. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. Know your gear.